People always ask me about which anti-inflammatory food or diet will work best. Pat Feller asked me this question and how to bend the rules as it relates to OMAD. Could he stretch it to 2 meals or follow a particular diet? But what Pat is not saying, and what most people don't see, is there is a big MS evil lurking in the dark. That evil is hitching a ride on something else. So it's a necessity. Eating any kind of food, whether it be anti-inflammatory or not, with any kind of diet, it sets the body into motion. When the body activates the immune system, it sends out inflammatory cells. Now, this isn't necessarily bad because it provides a good service. It attacks bacteria and heals damaged tissue. We all know this, but the downside is for those of us with MS, the evil side shows its face. It no longer is helping us. It's dangerous. The inflammation that's caused takes the form of a brutal murderer with a specific victim in mind. Our myelin. Like every other MS patient, I became a victim of this slaughter. I was diagnosed in my early 20s with MS. Boy, feels like a lifetime ago. Since then, I have developed a new life. I have learned my errors and my mistakes. I have turned the tables on inflammation. In this process, I've accomplished so much more. Years of beating inflammation into submission has given my central nervous system the space it needs to activate remyelination. And I know it's remyelination because, boy, do I feel it. Boy, do I feel it. No more pain, no more fatigue, no more stumbling and falling, and no more fear of MS anymore. I flipped the direction of it, everything. All my function is coming back, or has come back. I feel brand new. I'm so surprised that I did this. It's like I flipped the enjoyment of life from one of sadness, one of fear, to complete exuberation. Exuberation? Oh. Hey, Steve. So why does the body activate the immune system in the first place? Well, it's a two-part deal. First, the reason why MS happened is a two-part deal. The first part is genes, and sadly, we had no choice of the genes that were handed to us. Genes hold that stupid ransom note of MS, but you know what? It's a ransom note, not a bullet to the brain. Granted, science is making some groundbreaking developments with the hope that maybe one day we can change our genes. Monoclonal antibodies pops to my mind right away, as an example. There's one gene, ILR, I don't know, but there are a few in development. But unfortunately, we don't know if this will ever fully take shape, and we don't know how powerful any gene editing will do, but maybe it will never do. I saw this dilemma years and years ago. But all the scientists and researchers can spend their entire career diving into this problem and trying to solve it, in the end, their future is not on the line. Ours is. Everything moves so slowly. It was infuriating for me, knowing that these slow wheels might never move fast enough for me to start enjoying life without MS. So that left me with the only option that any of us have: change my lifestyle. And boy, was I so surprised when just doing that alone changed everything. Video after video, I tell you about my 5 essential elements. I've developed such a love affair with them, and each and every one I hold dear to my heart. They are all so different. I mean, one does one thing, one fights inflammation, the other one remyelinates, one helps you fight fatigue, the other, all over the place. To get specific though, in this video, this one deals and decimates inflammation, which we all need to do. You've heard about me eating just one meal a day, right? Intermittent fasting is all the craze nowadays. I was way behind. But 5 years ago, it was slightly in my mind, but it was just out in the outskirts. I didn't really think about it. But nowadays, just do a Google search for intermittent fasting, and you could spend the rest of the 2023 reading all about it. So my backwards learning, instead of reading about it, by chance I started doing it. My eating window, I started with, around 8 hours a day. And I thought, let's see, maybe I'll try 6. So I went down to 6. I felt a little better. So I was like, I'm going to shrink it down to 4. I actually read someone online, and they said that they eat 4 hours a day. I was like, I'll try that. And I tried it, and hey, it was great. So I shrunk it down to 2. And then I stuck with it just for a little while. And then I was like, why am I doing this, cutting down slowly? Why don't I just jump right to eating once a day? Boy, has it changed my MS. Unfortunately, just this past Christmas, I made a video and commented to you should suspend OMAD for a day, just for Christmas, so you can enjoy the time with your friends and family. I did it. I took my own advice, but it wasn't special. Not at all. My body had adapted to eating OMADs every day so well, I didn't even enjoy it. Worse, I was kept up a little late at night, tossing and turning, and when I did sleep, I didn't sleep very deeply. mean, in my house, we eat very healthy. There was no candy or sweets to be eaten. Nothing bad that you could say, look, that's where you went wrong. That's what caused your inflammation. But I felt the subtle shift. It wasn't an obvious red flag, but I've become so sensitive to all the tiny things. I could feel it. It is a day without OMAD. It was like it was a hole in the armor, a crack in the ice. 20 years ago, it was how inflammation stuck into my brain and caused my MS. And so thankful the next day when I was able to return to my OMAD diet. The only good thing about my hiccup about jumping and not doing OMAD for a day was that it reminded me I should go back to eating one meal a day and never even think about skipping it. So I have a question for you. Have you adopted eating OMAD yet? If you have, are you starting to feel the amazing benefits yet? If you haven't, I know what's in store for you, and I'm so excited for you. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Until the next one.